Hey guys, Lord here, back again with another review, and today we'll be taking a look at the G.I. Joe Classified series, Flint. So without further ado, let's get into it. Alrighty guys, this is episode 4. Today we're taking a look at Flint. He is part of the G.I. Joe Classified series brought to us by the fine folks over at Hasbro. Not so fine if you still haven't found a Major Blood yet. So, with that being said, his new name is Major Max Stupid. But that's besides the point. Flint was part of that kind of odd way with Lady J and Cobra Commander. It's kind of been out for a while, but they're just starting to pop up in Targets, at least around here now. So, there is that. But, yeah, this is a pretty sweet figure. Pretty basic, bare bones figure. And before I get into it, quick shout out to my local friend who shall not be named for privacy reasons for the hookup on this figure. He was the same guy who hooked me up with Lady J. And my phone's going off. Lady J and most of the Motu Origins stuff I've managed to get my hands on. Most of. Got most of Wave 3 through Mr. Brian, but that's besides the point. Take a look-see at Flint here. He looks cool. Kind of like Duke. Oh, yeah, that's because it is. Yeah, this is pretty much Duke with Flint's head and colors on it and a new vest. The pants appear to be the same. The boots appear to be the same, with the exception of the shin guards. The arms are exactly the same. And the torso underneath the rubber overlay, which impedes all articulation in the abs, all appears to be the same. So he's mostly reuse, but that's okay. It's clever reuse. There's enough new here to talk about. Like that head sculpt. Kinda looks like my great grandpa when he was younger, which is kind of interesting. He was soldier in the Pacific in World War II. Yeah, but interesting. He's got a scar on his eye there. It's not good. He's got the buzz cut, short hair there. And, looks pretty stern. He's pretty unhappy to be here. But articulation on this guy, he does have a hinge in the neck, which does work. It is kind of stiff going back though. It's okay moving forward, but kind of stiff going back. It is on a ball joint though, so you do get a little bit of tilt and swivel out of that, and up and down even. His neck is on a ball joint, so you can shift that a little bit. Can get a little bit of down and a little bit of up out of that. Oh, that was the hinge on the neck. There we go. But you can get a little bit of down out of that. Just the slightest bit of up. Not a lot though. Shoulders go out to the side. About a right angle to the body. Not too shabby. Back down. They rotate all the way around. Bicep swivel. Double joint at the elbow. Can punch himself in his own face. Snap his neck. Now he's dead. Almost forgot about that. Ab crunch is there, but it doesn't really work. I got it to click once. It clicked once. Amazing. Let's see if I can. Yeah, it clicked once. Yeah, it clicked once in there. So, yeah, pretty limited, but it can click once. It does have a ball joint at the waist, though, which you do get some crunching and whatnot out of. Drop-down hips are okay. They don't drop down a whole lot on this body, to be honest with you. So I don't really see the point. But his legs can kick out to the side. Pretty good. I did not have a lot of problems with this guy's hips, or Lady J's really, other than the drop-down joint was stuck, but they do rotate forward and back pretty easy. Does have a thigh cut. Does have double-jointed knees. He can kick himself in his own ass. Look at that. Been a while since we've been able to do that. Or at least it's close enough for government work. He's got a boot swivel. Rocker at the foot with a hinge and peg holes at the bottom of the feet. And in a nutshell, that's Flint. But moving on to accessories, because he does not have a lot. Literally, he's got three. There's his hat. His beret, which sits nice and snug on his hair there. Works like a peg. And if you know Flint, you know he's always rocking the beret. Almost always, anyways. Was Flint in those awful movies from like 10 years ago? I don't think he was. Comes to the pistol, the same pistol we're used to seeing with his body. I think it also came with Duke and the Viper, and I think even Beachhead. But then you can push that in here. Here we go. Work the strap down a little bit so it's not floating. It's nice and snug there. But then he comes with his kind of shotgun, I believe, which does hinge. So you can load it up, do whatever. And I believe the vintage figure also did that. It's a side note too from T-Biz. Shout out to T-Biz. So. Also told me that this guy is it a truant officer? I know that's not what it is. It's some kind of officer. But you could take the shotgun, I think it's a shotgun, and put it in the back holster like that. Kind of wish this was up here, the handle. Make it easier for him to grab. Maybe I have this in backwards or upside down. Maybe it's supposed to go this way. I don't know. But I'll put it in this way for now. Kind of wish he came with like a walkie-talkie or something. Duke had a walkie-talkie. Would have been nice if he came with one too, maybe. But with that being said, let's get his hips straightened out. I will say I'm still not a fan of the... Did I say he's got a butterfly joint? Because he does have one. It's just limited. You're not really going to get anything out of it. Yeah, it's just kind of whatever. You're not going to get much out of that. But it's there. But with that being said, let's take a look at some size comparisons. Taking a look at some size comparisons, here is Flint next to a couple other G.I. Joe Classified Series figures. We got his Wave/casemate Lady J, who I already took a look at about a week ago now, and Duke, who I actually haven't got around to reviewing yet. Let me know if you are at all interested in seeing that. Up next, here he is next to a couple members of Cobra. We have the Cobra Infantry, who's actually going to see a re-release, at least the Cobra Trooper Target exclusive Cobra Island version of this guy is going to see a re-release later this summer. Hopefully, we'll be able to get our hands on that one. As well as Zartan, who I already took a look at about a month ago now. And a fun fact, you can actually most likely go to the store and find these. Yeah, crazy times we're living in, isn't it? And last but certainly not least, the two regulars, the Mythic Legions, Brother Mandibulus, and the Mortal Kombat 11 Spawn. So with that being said, time to wrap things up. Some final thoughts. Overall, and while Flint is a little bit lacking in the accessories, I don't think he's supposed to come with that many anyways. So, that aside, I think this is a really nice addition to the G.I. Joe Classified Series. And considering the fact that they are starting to pump out more classic versions of some of the characters from the first wave, like the Amazon exclusive Roadblock and the reissue of Scarlet with the more matte yellow armor pieces instead of the kind of gold, kind of dull gold armor pieces that the first version had, which I wonder if the torso joints are any tighter on that one. Time will tell, because I may actually pick that one up. We shall see. Flint is definitely a nice addition to the line. I think if you're going to pick up any of these guys, you got to have Flint, you got to have Lady J, you got to have Duke, you got to have Scarlet, you got to have the main guys. And I know the Joes themselves, there is a lot of different characters, but as far as main characters go, I always see Flint as one of those. And compared to Lady J, even though I like her engineering a little bit more, it's a little bit more innovative, especially for this line, I think Flint may be my favorite figure out of this wave, which is a very small wave. It's these two and I believe a reissue of Cobra Commander and maybe Duke. There's supposed to be a Snake Eyes reissue and a Destro, right? I can't remember offhand, but I don't think they're in this wave. Right now they seem to be showing up at Target with Cobra Commander. So head out to your local Target. Maybe you will find these guys. I know my good buddy T-Biz just did. Shout out to T-Biz. He hit me up right before I started recording this video. And also, shout out to my buddy Century Mad Collector, who also hit me up right before I started recording this video. He found a Major Blood at his Target. So that is cool. Maybe I'll find one. Maybe I won't, because there's a local guy who frickin' buys everything. So, but I'm sure every area's got that one person who loves doing that. And, you know, I get it, but at the same time, you kind of suck. So, with that being said, I would highly recommend you pick up Flint if you're at all interested in completing your Core Joe team. Again, I'm not 100% on who's in the Core Joe team, but I know that Flint is kind of a more main character than some. But with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this review. Don't forget to like this video, hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you know whenever I upload more reviews like this one. Stay tuned, we got a lot of other things coming up along with that Ractonite review, which I promised in the Vertebrake video. Yeah. But I thought this would have been a nice little bookend to kind of wrap up the week. We started with a Classified Series figure, then a Multiverse, then 3 Transformers in the middle. Then we wrapped it up with another Multiverse, and then a G.I. Joe Classified figure on Saturday. So, yeah, a nice kind of consistent hodgepodge of videos for the week. Not sure what next week's going to have. I do have a couple of figures I got from a very awesome subscriber who I talked to on the reg on Instagram, so I want to get around to doing those. I'm just waiting for people to ship me things so I can give you guys a proper review of each of those figures. And I will announce who the mystery person is in those videos. I will give them the proper shout out and link to their Instagram, because they don't really mess around on the YouTube. So we'll see that soon enough. Hopefully less than a week, if not next weekend. Again, I'm not sure. It's up in the air right now. In the air tonight. And speaking of Instagram, don't forget to hit me up on Instagram at Overlord Productions for live unboxing videos of all kinds of stuff. Stay tuned. There might be a Mass Motu opening. I'm not sure. We'll get to that. We'll get to it. But in case you do miss them, I do upload them to IGTV afterwards, so you can watch them in their full train wreck glory at your own leisure. As always, don't forget to leave a comment in the comment section below. Let me know what you think of this figure, if you like or don't like this guy, or if you're jonesing or going to pass on this guy. I don't see a lot of Joe collectors passing on this guy, because again, I think he's one of the more main characters, but I could be wrong. But as always, keep the comments civil, because the world sucks enough as it is, especially when Major Max Stupid is still hard as hell to find. I mean, seriously, whose idea was it to make Target the carrier of all the exclusives, huh? Major Max Stupid is Major Blood, for those of you who don't get comedy. And until next time, I'll catch you guys later. God, whose idea was that?